Right, hi everybody. Here we go. I hope it's all good with you all this afternoon. Here we go. It's Sunday, the 12th of January 2020, and I'm here to bring you what will be a very, very unsettled forecast for Kent for the week ahead. Again, there is a glimmer of hope at the end of the week and something potentially a little bit colder next week. So I'm going to come on to that in a minute. Really mild day today, 12, 13 degrees across most parts of Kent. And after that early morning drizzle cleared out the way, there have been some sunny spells around. It's been really quite spring-like, and the breezes have dropped now as well. It's going to stay dry overnight and clear. Don't think the temperature is going to fall too low, probably down to around about 4 or 5 degrees. And the breeze coming in from the west around about a force 3 or 4. Now, tomorrow we start the day on a dry and bright note with some sunny spells, but the cloud will be increasing throughout the course of the late morning. During the afternoon, that cloud will thicken, and that's not all. The breeze will get up. I think by evening, we'll all be having a south-southwesterly gale blowing across the county, gusts as high as 50 to 55 miles an hour. So, yeah, a very stormy end to the day. And not just wind, a lot of quite heavy and persistent rain will push through as well. So it's just something you need to be aware of. Temperatures generally academic tomorrow, peaking at around about 11, possibly 12 degrees again. We push that rain out of the way in the early hours of Tuesday morning, and Tuesday, it's a bit of a repeat performance. It's where we were on Monday, really. A dry and fine start with some sunny spells, but the cloud will increase, and during the afternoon, that cloud will thicken up even more, and by evening, we'll be bringing in more heavy and persistent rain. And the wind this time, we thought it was strong on Monday night. I think Tuesday night's gales will be even stronger. We could be seeing gusts up as high as 60, possibly 65 miles an hour this time. And again, as with Monday evening, the peak of the wind's likely to be sometime between about 8 p.m. and midnight. Now, this rain and the gales will push out the way early on Wednesday morning, and we wake up on Wednesday morning to a dry, fine and sunny start. You would really have wondered what all the fuss would have been about the night before. And Wednesday is one of those better days this week, dry with some sunny spells. Breezes coming in from the west at around about a force 5 or 6. Are still quite blustery. Temperatures around about 9 or 10 degrees, so still 2 or 3 degrees above where we should be for the time of the year. It's worth mentioning no frosts in the first part of the week. By the time we get to Thursday, much like Tuesday and Monday, a fine start, but it will go downhill fairly quickly. Showery rain breaking out in the afternoon, quite heavy, quite persistent, and the breeze getting up to a fresh or strong southwesterly gusts around about 40 to possibly 45 miles an hour on those exposed coasts and headlands and higher ground further inland. Showery rain should push out the way again Thursday night, and Friday is a day of sunshine and showers. Some of the showers could be quite heavy and squally close to them southern coasts, whereas inland into the north of the county could actually stay mainly dry, but temperatures again mild, up around about 10 degrees. Now we move towards next weekend, and there are signals for things to start improving. Now we've been very, very mild in January and December so far. High pressure has been routed over southern Europe, and low pressure, deep low pressure, has been somewhere close to Iceland. There are some signs that later on this week the high pressure will push up across the country to quieten things down. Now it is January with high pressure around. If you've got clear skies at night, it does become cold, and that does bring back the frost risk. So at the moment, it's looking like next weekend, things will slowly dry up and settle down. There's still the risk of a front pushing through on Saturday night, but I think once that's out of the way, high pressure will start to rule the roost. So that means we lose this really, really mild west or southwesterly feed. We lose the strong winds. Things quieten down quite a bit, but there is the risk of some overnight frost. Now, early next week, so all a little bit uncertain, but high pressure is likely to be in control. It's where the high pressure moves next. That's the question. It's looking like for the first part of the week, it's going to be over the UK. Quiet, frosty in places overnight, some mist, light winds. Some models are hinting that this high pressure could move into the Atlantic. It will then bring down potentially the first northerly of the winter, quite cold. If it moves north, we could just be bringing in a colder north or northeasterly feed. Very chilly for the time of year. And if it moves to the east, then we bring back the southerlies. And if it slips back down into Europe, well, we're back to square one with the west or the southwesterly winds and gales. At the moment, it's quite likely that the high pressure will push into the Atlantic, so it's quite possible that next week will be rather colder, some northwesterly breezes, sunshine and a few showers, but mainly dry. cooler with temperatures back to around average. But I'll know a bit more as to where we're going with that sort of next week. So no real signals for winter just yet. Just a cold spell is probable next week. Or should I say it's possible, but it's not probable at the moment. I'll keep you updated. So that's, in summary, that's the forecast. Very unsettled, some really quite strong winds and gales on Monday night and Tuesday night. Again, gusts to 60 miles an hour. Breezy for the remainder of the week, sunshine and showers. Perhaps Wednesday and Friday are the better days, and then hopefully settling down next week. I'll be back with my written summary later on, but in the meantime, all have a wonderful evening. Look after yourselves, and ciao for now.